conversation. I want to thank all of our guests for keeping your commitment to the person who invited you here on tonight. I want you to make sure that you're in a good place that's quiet so you can hear, listen, concentrate on the information that's about to be open to you. Make sure you have pen and pad because you're going to have questions, and we want to make sure that your questions are answered. So please make sure you have that available for you. If you're new in the tribe, make sure you have pen and pad too, because there are going to be some great nuggets that you'll be able to use as you grow your business. To all of our tribe members who have taken the time to support this young lady on tonight, to support this webinar, thank you so much for showing your commitment to the tribe, and your commitment to growing your business as well. My name is Lynette Austin, and I am a leading lady here in the Explosion Soul Tribe. And I'm excited about being here tonight. I'm excited about what we're going to hear. I was thinking earlier about the different things that I, Lynette, have gone through. And I can remember being in a place where I wanted to earn extra income. I was in a place where I wanted to have those things, not just the things that I needed, but there were things that I just wanted, but I had to have extra income. And for a lot of people, that means getting a second job. And, Lynette did not want another job. She didn't. She did not want to have another job. But at the time, I wasn't exposed to an opportunity like this. So I ended up getting one. And it did not work out well for me at all. Trying to work a full-time job and then a part-time job, and then trying to do the things that I wanted to do on the side. I couldn't do that. So I had to let that go. So tonight you're here because guess what? You don't have to take the road that I had to take. There's an opportunity for you that gives many options as to things that you can do in order to increase your income. Now, I'm about to bring a beautiful young lady that we affectionately call Miss CEO Mom, Coach Lee. This woman went into corporate America as a financial whiz. She was a financial planner. Help people. She helped, listen to that word, help people to increase their income. She helped them to, if they had income, what they could do with their income to increase it. When she found herself lost in that well, not really a tornado, but she just found herself lost in that world. She decided, guess what? You know what? Forget this. I'm going to start my own business because there has to be freedom there. And realized very quickly that it was just like being employed, because if her employees didn't show up, she had to show up. So she was working just as much. So she was like, no, I have to find something that's going to give me freedom, that's going to allow me to spend time with my husband and my 4 children. I have to find something that's going to allow me to reconnect with me. And she's found it. And she is sharing this opportunity with all of us tonight. So without further ado, Miss CEO Mom, Coach Lee, Alicia Yarborough, if you don't mind gracing us with your presence on tonight. Sometimes I have to check. You hear?
I saw you getting ready to go into mode. I appreciate you, lady.
I was going to go some more, girl. I got you.
Yeah, but that's what we do. Thank you so much, Miss Lynette, for opening up for me, for the smooth tone. I really appreciate it. Week after week after week. I don't even have to ask Miss Lynette. It's just a standing. Like she got me right, and anything that I need her to do, spur at the moment. She has me for that as well, and I definitely appreciate it. These Takeover Tuesdays were not my own idea. They were definitely, it wasn't a good idea, it was a God idea, right? It was spirit led. And so I am just being obedient week after week after week to do my part to make an impact in the lives of other people. Our vision, our mission here is to impact 1 million families. And so I get to do that in everyday life, but specifically, I get to get on the line Tuesdays with you all and share my heart, and then have other people to get on the line and share their heart as well, and share their personal experiences of how this investment lifestyle is working for them. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. It's not going to be, like a set in stone. I might jump from slide to slide to slide, whatever hits me in the moment, right? Because I'm personalizing for whoever's on the line. And so I have a preset slides that, they're going to guide me, but I'm getting downloads as I'm standing, as I'm speaking to you. So that's what's really going to guide me on tonight. But we have to start with a disclaimer that the results are not guaranteed. That's what it is. But tell me what in life is guaranteed. What was it, about 2, 3, 4 years ago now, that a lot of people thought that they had job security. A lot of people thought that what they had was set in stone and it was guaranteed, but the whole world found out that it wasn't. And so that's why a lot of people opened themselves up even to entrepreneurship or being what they thought was a business owner, was because of that, because they knew nothing was guaranteed and people wanted a sense of security for themselves. So if I bet on me, then I know that 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do what it takes for me, right? And so we're giving you a larger platform where you can do that. But we got to tell you that it's not set in stone. It's depending on how you show up. It's depending on how you're coachable, teachable, and trainable. Because a lot of times we tend to attract people that are like us. We're the go-to people in our family, right? We're the people that people can call on in the middle of the night. But on the flip side of that, when you need something, hopefully it's different for you, that you can actually rely on those same people and it's not give and take, right? Because here it's not. This is the first place within this tribe, with the people, with the community that I'm connected to, with the leadership that I'm connected to, where I ever heard of give. My whole life, I heard of give and take, right? And I'm like, give, what is that? That's where, as long as I'm giving what I can give to my full capacity and you giving what you can give to your full capacity, then we can walk together. How can two walk together except they agree, right? But if I'm giving and you doing all the taking, that don't sit well. And that's where a lot of us been. But if you're coachable, teachable, trainable, and you just do your part, hey, we're going to stand on business, that we definitely are going to do ours. And so we were going to look at with the investment lifestyle as how to make money, invest money, and multiply money. Multiply your money. Tell me which one sounds better to you. 2 plus 8 is 10, right? What's 2 times 8? Which one do you want? So, and that's in the simplest terms. We're going to show you how you can multiply your money. We're going to show you how you can make money in your sleep. And why that's important is because 95% of the population, that's not what they're doing. It's not my words. That is the words is coming from a millionaire. That's coming from the cash flow quadrant. It says that most people are employees because that's what we've been conditioned to do, right? Go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job. And that's what I did. But I was like, what? I didn't feel free. The money was great. Even the people who I worked with, they were great. But I didn't like the constraints of having to be there when it was dark in the morning and it was dark when it was leaving. And this was before I had kids married or anything. And I was like, you know what? This is not going to work for me. It doesn't fit my personality. And so I went searching for freedom. Right? So I went from employee to the self-employed. I became the cosmetologist. I was a master stylist for 10 years. I absolutely love what I did. I still got, because I love making an impact on people. And so I got to make an impact on people in a different way there. Like as a cosmetologist, a person comes in and, they feel in a certain way. They might have got off of work. By the time I style them out, by the time I give them that Yarbrough flow and turn them towards that mirror, I see their whole spirit light up. And they're like, even if it's 9, 10 o'clock at night, they're like, I'm going to go somewhere, right? Because I made them feel good about themselves. Well, here I can make you feel good about yourself, but I can also empower you to make you feel good about your finances, because that's where most people are lacking. So we can get you off of that left side of the cash flow quadrant to the right side, and pun intended, the right side, where only 5% of the people are typing into 95% of the money. What are they doing that we not? They tap into a system of being a business owner and an investor. And that's what we're going to focus on. Do you want to be a part of the 4% and the 1% club? You absolutely can. And it's not as challenging as most people make it out to be, right? Most people think like they spinning their wheels of they don't know what to do. But a lot of times when it's presented to them, because it doesn't look like what they thought it should, they reject it. But the people who succeed at the highest level, they're not lucky. They're doing something different than everyone else. And they don't think it's a scam. And these gentlemen didn't either, right? They chose to step out on what their spirit was telling them instead of a lot of times what their mind is telling them. They went through the ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship to see success in life. They represent 6 and 7 figures. 6 and 7 figures. A lot of people are not 7 figures, 6 figures right now in this economy. So the leadership, right? You'll see Mr. Guilty. He is my direct leader. He is what you would call a quote unquote mentor. I call him Sir G3. And it's a couple of reasons why, right? Because he will guide you in life if allowed. And he's a guru from his experience, but also from the anointing from the creator that he just has to make whoever's good, great. And if you're great, he can pull you to unstoppable. And I know that firsthand from experience. And that he is guilty of creating this tribe that breeds champions if allowed. All you got to do is plug and play. And that's who I know him to be from experience. Not because I heard somebody else talk about it. Now he has partnered with these other gentlemen, Mr. Edwin Haynes, who is the president of the platform that we're connected with, Economy, right? He is direct to him. And so imagine us being in this platform and you have your direct access, this direct to the president of the company, who is direct to Mr. Hassan Mahmoud, who is the CEO of the company. That's who we're doing, not just business, but life with. And I've used another quote before, and I switched it up because I had saw this one, and it spoke to me. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. It's great if he walks in all this power. But what about everybody else that's around him? Like, you're not a leader until you produce leaders, right? You're not really powerful until you empower somebody else to walk in their own power. And that's what he's doing day after day after day with all of us. And so we want to empower you to learn how to multiply your money, to learn how to have time freedom and financial freedom, to learn a skill that can never be taken away from you. Once you get it, it can impact you, but also your living legacy, right? And what is that? Is anybody who you connected to right now? My children, they're my living legacy. I don't want to just leave it behind. I'm going to have something for my children's children. But what about them right now? Right? So the skill that I'm learning, that you're going to see, that we're utilizing technology and AI and all of these wonderful things, my children who are 8, 10, 11, and 13, they're learning the same skill as well. So you talk about making an impact. And we're doing that because we're doing what most people, 95% of the population, a lot of times what they're afraid to do. And it's tapping into the world's 3 largest financial markets, with the stock market, with the cryptocurrency market, and with the foreign exchange market. Now, you might have been all into what I was saying. You heard that word Forex, or you've seen it pop on the screen, or crypto, and you sat back and you crossed your arms. No, come back. Stay with me, right? Because I got your solution. I guarantee I do. If you have an open mindset, if you don't automatically reject what you don't understand or what you've received misinformation about, because this is working. This is working for us, y'all. I want to show you what Forex is. You don't have to be afraid of it, I promise you. It's just the exchange between 2 different currency pairs. That's it, that's all. And a lot of times, if you order something online and it came from another country, you participated in a foreign exchange market. If you have a savings account, if you have a checking account, you've already participating in the foreign exchange market. They're just not giving you the profit. They're taking your money that you deposit in the bank. What do you think they're doing with it? What can't? They're making $6.6 trillion a day with our money. And they didn't tell us the plan. They told us to go get a savings account. That's the real scam. They told us to save up for a rainy day. You see how they trained our minds so that we would think that 0.01% is good and, oh, I'm doing a great thing, right? But there's more that they didn't tell us about. And when we get told, hopefully we're open to it. Now, this is when I went to Mexico, right? And I gave them the US dollar, they gave me the Mexican pesos. And for every dollar that I gave them, they gave me $17 back. You make a profit that way. It's just in an online space. I'm doing it from my phone. I'm doing it from the laptop. You can do it from your tablet, as long as you got Wi-Fi. Whoever you partner with is going to help fill in the gaps for the things that you don't understand. So yeah, I say we, but you can learn from the system that we're plugged into how to do this for yourself. And even if you don't want to learn, we still got you too, because you may be like, I ain't got time for all of that. I ain't got time to be in nobody's classes. I don't want to be looking at nobody's videos. Can you copy and paste? Because that's what we're going to show you how you can do. You can copy and paste, you can plug and play, and you can still profit in this. And can you make money? Yes, Google says it right here. In 2022, a successful novice can earn around $100 a day at Forex. But guess what? What if I'm sitting in front of somebody? What if I'm standing in front of a mother, a father, who is looking like, you know what? Guess right now, with inflation, $100, you can start with $25 into your account, and you can multiply it. As long as you have an open mind of how can I make this work? How can I make this happen? Then you open yourself up to have a personal economy where now your life is elevated. Think about the play on that. Economy and life elevated. Because right now, if you look at the regular economy, ain't nothing elevated about that. But again, we're going to show you how to take life by the horns and how you can create that for yourself. And it was something that I would put on Facebook all the time. It's create your life by design and not by default. Because too many people are living by default. Too many people are just drifting and they just doing what they've always done, but they get results that they don't want to get, right? Look at this. Most people have $500 left sitting in a savings account. That's not where they really want to be, but they just day in, day out doing the same thing over and over again. And inflation, y'all know it's through the roof. Like Miss Ramona just put a post on Facebook that a 32-ounce container of ketchup is now $9. She was like, what? Like, that's what's happening. I know I went to get the car washed, and what used to be like a $3 car wash is now like a $15 car wash. That's what we're living in, and that's not life elevated. Look at this. This life elevated, middle class, $373,894 is now the middle class. Where do you fall into that? Take a mental note. Are you the upper poor? Are you surviving 106,000 to 373,000? It's surviving right now, whether you realize it or not, right? Because people just keep making a way. So they keep adding on another job and doing this and doing that, but soon that's not going to be enough. You're going to have something that's coming in passively. You have to have something where you can make money in your sleep. And it sounds cliche, but it's also true. And we can do that by tapping into these services, right? With our ECA Academy, I alluded to that. We have our on-demand video system where you can go into your back office any time of the day or night. If you like me, you might be up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of times those are my hours. And I'm going through the back office and I'm looking at videos, right? I'm refreshing. I'm looking at stock option stuff. It's not a class at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm doing what fits my lifestyle. So you can personalize this. Whether you're beginner, intermediate, advanced, we have something back there for you, right? So that is our Economy Calibrate Academy. We also have live educators it's a calendar for the month that's back there. So you can go ahead and plan out your schedule of which educator you want to tap into at what time. Everything is going to be personalization here if you will allow it to be. Now, we also have our Monara system. Our Monara system is our bot that it's AI technology that once you get a little bit of experience and you know how you like to flow, you know what currency pairs you like to look at, you know what patterns you like to see, what time frames you like to trade on, you may not understand anything that I'm talking about, but if you dig into that ECA, you will, right? And then it's going to send you trade ideas of where to just put in the take profit, put in the stop loss, and put in where you're supposed to enter into the market. And this on the left-hand side, this was the trade idea that was sent to me. And on the right was my actual trade. Look at the accuracy of that. You see my red line? If it would have hit and went through this red line, I would have incurred a loss, which we call lessons. It didn't. You see how it hovered under it, but it didn't go up there to hit it, and it came all the way down. Now this green line, that means money for me right now. It means it was my take profit. So I set the parameters. I could go about my day. And then when that candlestick came down and hit that green line, it automatically closed out the trade and grabbed my profit from me. So I didn't have to be at the computer all day and all night seeing what the market was doing. No, they sent this to me. I typed in the numbers that they gave me. I went about my business and I was able to make the profit. And it gives you peace of mind when you know you're tapping into AI technology that is giving you the most efficient trade that's out there during that time, right? And when you're looking at the numbers, because as you can see, it wasn't like straight down. It went up first and then it came down. So when it's going in the opposite direction, you're seeing your numbers go the opposite way. You can get in your emotions about that. And so it just gives you more of a peace of mind, because trading or anything you do in life is going to be about 90% mindset, right? And so it gives you that peace of mind to say, hey, I'm going to trust this a little bit more because of the AI technology. Now, as you grow in mindset training, like what we do here, as you grow in your own understanding of the charts, right, then you start to develop that confidence, because now as we get these trade ideas sent out, a lot of times it's just confirmations, because I still want to perfect my skill. So I'm still setting up my charts. I'm still marking up the charts and putting the lines on there. And so when a trade idea comes out, it's like, wow, it gives me even more confidence. Because I'm like, because that's the trade that I was looking at anyway. And then they sent the trade idea out there that just confirmed what I saw for myself. So we get this all across the board, right? We also get to tap into stock options. Now, with our stock options, it's not what you would think regularly with a buy and hold system of stocks, right? I do have a background in financial planning, and I would talk to people about the 401k and things like that. So if you have a 401k, if you have any type of retirement and you are diversified with stocks, if the market is going down, then you're seeing your money go down with it, right? You want to buy low, you want to sell high. But with stock options, we're not even purchasing the shares of the stock. We're just borrowing for a specified period of time. We can make money when the market is going up or when the market is going down. Now, what is it? It's empowering the stock options. That's what I would say. It's empowering, like I said from the beginning. We're empowering people, right? Is, let's say you have a certain stock. Let's say you have Microsoft and that stock is going down, right? So while that stock is going down, you can actually purchase stock options in Microsoft. You can put in for a sale, which means you're going to make money as the market goes down. Now you're building up your capital. You made that profit on Microsoft even while it was going down with the stock options. You're building up that capital. So now you can purchase more of that stock because that stock is down and now it's on sale. So now you're buying more of that stock with the stock options capital at a discounted price. So you have more shares of stock that when that price goes back up, now your money is going to be it's going to be multiplied. Like we're going to show you how to make money, right? We're making money with the stock options. We're reinvesting it in the regular stock, and then we're multiplying it when that stock goes back up. But look what our educator with the stock options, Miss Jessica Ramos. When I saw this, I was like, man, I got to tap into this. A beginner can earn about $25,000 to $50,000 annually just with the stock options alone. Now, as you gain experience, $75,000 to $150,000 from your phone, from your tablet, and she's giving you the trades to place. So you're getting years of experience that this woman has. She started out in Forex first, then she came into the stock options. Very well versed, very knowledgeable. And it's included in everything that we have to offer on top of the bot that I just talked about, on top of our ECA where you can learn for yourself. Now you have her telling you What would additional 25, let's just go on the low end, an additional $25,000 annually do for you right now? And yes, it's true. It's absolutely true. And it's working for people. This is one of the things that we're tapping into. We also have our Solex. Now, our Solex, again, is what I call the plug and play. You know, you're going to copy and place, and they're sending out these trade ideas. Where's my phone? This is what, let me see if I can pull it up. This is what mine is set to, because I'm like, I need a notification to let me know when it's time to go make some money. Let me know if y'all can hear this. That's what my notification, because it's like my money is multiplying. How many of y'all got a text message today? How many of y'all got a social media notification? Did it pay you? My notifications do. That's what we get to do. We get to copy, we get to place, we get to profit. And yes, sometimes we do incur lessons along the way, but our success rate is about 8 to 8.5 out of 10 trades. We are winning, right? So while you are understanding it, and you're going to the back office and you're looking at the videos, or you're going to the live classes and you're starting to learn and understand the terminology, and the charts don't just look like scribble scrabble to you anymore, you can still profit. So I love that my learning curve can be my earning curve. Day one, you can come in here, you can get set up, depending on how long it takes for you to get set up with your, your broker and fund and all of that. So let's just say in the first week, right? Because I don't want to over sensationalize. Let's just say within the first week, you can come in here and you have the opportunity to profit. That's what we're doing. I'm getting those cha-chings every day, cha-chings, opportunity to profit from my phone. And this is what it looks like. So we just got in trade, right? We're in training. We started out in just minutes. It hopped up to $34.34. So we're just showing the investment lifestyle and how you literally can come on here and learn how to make money from your phone. You see these numbers going? Now, if the market starts going in the opposite direction, guess what? The same way you just made that money, you can incur less than complete transparency. But we are showing you, we're not just rolling the dice. We're learning the skills, and we're learning different indicators of why we should take the trade that we are taking. So in a matter of minutes, you see it just topped again from $39 to now $55. Y'all, this is what we do. This is what I'm showing you all. The benefits of the investment lifestyle. Did y'all hear Mr. Lady at the end? Wow. Because this was real life. Like, we had just got a trade idea, placed it, and we was literally seeing the profit go up, right? So you see now, wow, when I heard that cha-ching, I'm like, hold on, whatever I'm doing, I got to pause for a moment. Let me put these numbers in real quick. Boom, going about my day. And the monies are rolling. Again, like I said, we can incur a lesson, but we're profiting overall, as long as you ain't over leveraging. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Miss Lynette back to the Investment Lifestyle platform. And Miss Lynette, just let me know, how is the Investment Lifestyle? How's it working out for you, ma'am? What's it doing for you? How does it feel to be able to profit from your phone?
It feels absolutely fantastic to be able to sit on the job that's supposed to be providing me an income and getting the extra, looking at the possibilities of what can happen with this actual platform. The more I'm in it, the more consistent I'm being, it is phenomenal. And $25 a day has been my goal. And I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot to a lot of people. But at the end of the month, that's 500 extra dollars that I have in my pocket. Now, I didn't do that quite last month, but I had extra that I was able to do some things that I couldn't do prior because of the extra that I'm making. $500, that could change, that changed my life. That's going to change my life. But see, I'm going to increase that. I'm going to go from 25 to 50. So that way I have $1,000 extra dollars at the end of my month. I'm going to create my own income, and it doesn't take much. A lot of people, like you said, Miss Alicia, they feel like it takes a whole lot. $10, $10 to get started. $10. Let me ask you something. Since Miss Alicia let me talk, let me ask y'all something. How many of y'all spent $10 today? Okay. And how many of you were able to, that $10 that you spent, that you were actually able to get back, double it? Because I'm sure if you spent $10 on a meal, you couldn't get that back. If you spent $10 in gas, you probably didn't get that $10 back. But you can actually place a trade. And I've done this. I've taken a trade, got a lesson, turned around and made that money back. I mean, that's the possibility. Those are the things that we're able to do with this platform. What would that do for you? How does that change your life? Is the question that I want to pose to all the guests. What does that do for you? For me, I was able to pay an extra bill here at my house. I was able to take my mother out to dinner. I was able to actually go out and actually buy birthday gifts for people that I hadn't normally bought gifts for. It's just like a happy birthday and get this card and thank you very much. But I was able to do something that I wanted to do because of this opportunity. And that's just a small thing. That's just a small corner of that that dollar. There are a lot of people who will go, Miss Alicia, they go to the store and they spend a lot of money on lottery tickets. I'm guilty. I've done that. I've done it. But you go in and you go in and you get those tickets and there's no strategy to it. You just have to, it's the luck of the draw. Maybe I'll win something, maybe I won't. But here is strategic. Everything about what we do is strategic because we have charts, we have instructors, and we have AI that helps us. So we're strategically placing trades that's going to get us money and not the luck of the draw. So the next time you're out and you're spending that money on that lottery ticket, just think about how much you put into that lottery ticket and what you could have put in this opportunity to earn money for you, to earn income, extra income for yourself. Just think about it. I hope I answered your question, Miss
Yes,
Alicia.
Miss Lynette, you did. You exceeded answering my question. I appreciate you, baby. Wow. Y'all, listen to this. An extra $500 a month. If you did that, people would have more than that $500 sitting in their savings, because then you could stack it up month after month after month. You just hit home with so many people, Miss Lynette. We're just having real talk on tonight, right? And this is the simplicity of what it looks like. So these are what the trade ideas look like. It's telling us to sell gold. This is our entry, right? This is our stop loss. So we take the numbers of our stop loss and we're putting it right over here. That's all we're doing. We're entering it in. We're just typing it in. You see the numbers down here? We're going to type those numbers in right here. We're taking our take profit. We're going to type it in right here on the right. And then whatever it says, buy or sell, this happens to say sell. Boom, we're going to hit sell, and then we're done. How long do you think that takes? Less than a minute. Take these numbers, type it in right here, type it right in here, hit sell, and then I'm done. And I can go about my day. And that's exactly what I did when I told you that trade idea that came out to me and it hit. I did that. I went about my day. I came back to my phone and I was in profit. I had money in my account from just doing that simple system. Y'all, it's working for me. It's working. It's working for me and it's working for other people as well, right? These are some of the additional services that we had. So everything that I talked to you about, what Miss Lynette just talked about, all of that is included. All of that is included in what you get with this system. Now, this Plutus and the binary options, these are additional. They're $25 a piece if you want to tap into that, but it's worth the profit. I have Plutus for myself personally, and they're more of the faster moving currency pairs, the US 30, that's the big boy, the NAS 100, SPX 5, US oil, Japanese 225, all of those, and they're very volatile. But I love the profits that come with the volatility. So, I'm a risk taker. I like high risk, high reward. So Plutus speaks to who I am. Now with the binary option, that's high frequency trading. That's more of you're taking a and educated based on the charts in which way the market is going to go. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Right. And that's it. That's all. Like if it's either you're going to win or you're going to get a lesson. If that speaks to your personality, Miss Taria, when she came in, she was like, all I've ever done was binary options. So that's what spoke to her. Miss Kimaya, she's in the binary options. That's what speaks to her. But you can have a personalized plan of success for you and your personality. If you don't want to tap into any of the other options, guess what? You don't, because what we just talked about, that is plenty, and you can profit just from that alone. But we do have Miss Chanel on the line, who is a mom of 3 that works from home and IT troubleshooting specialist. I call her the super auntie because anytime, and I'm not exaggerating, when I say 9, 10 kids, like that's on top of her 3. That is no exaggeration. She may have 9, 10 of her nieces and nephews at her house doing what she does, popping in on her mom. Like she has 3 of her own. And she's still going and driving an hour now at times to go get her nieces and nephews and then show up for her mother who lives on the other side of town. That's what she's doing, but she's also tapping into this, and this is working for her. She actually has Plutus, and she hopped in Plutus trade today. So Miss Chanel, come to the line, lady.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Thank you for being on the line with me tonight, Miss Chanel. What is Plutus doing for you, lady? What did it do for you today?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. And Plutus, I love some Plutus. It wasn't nothing but a $25 investment, but my return has been awesome. And so it gave out a signal today on sell for go. And I just so happened to see it. Like, I don't know what I was doing, but I just so happened to see it. And plugged it in. And disclaimer, what have you, but I made $52. Real quick, right before my shift. Now, for some, $52 may not be much, but for others, there was some gas money, there was some lunch on my lunch today, and whatever. For some people, they could contribute that to a bill. So for me, Pluto's, most of my trade ideas that I get from Pluto's are, majority of them are profit. Most of the lessons, they come, they go. It ain't too many. Most of the lessons is me going in there messing up store and doing too much, whatever the case may be. But majority of them, oh my God, they come through. Like those Pluto's trade ideas be coming through every time. And like I said, that $52 I made this morning, right before my shift even started. Yes, ma'am. Pluto's in all the time, all the time. Back to you.
Thank you, Miss Chanel. Now, could you
Yes,
imagine
ma'am.
Miss Lynette just talked about making $25 a day, going to $50 a day. Miss Chanel just took an idea from Plutus, made her $52, went about her day. What if that's happening every single day? She just told you that's $1,000 a month, right? $1,000 a month from doing a copy and paste system that took maybe a minute to enter. And before you even go, because you're making money before you clock in. That's what we're giving people the ability to do, not just on the Forex side, right? And all of that has been Forex, stock options, and everything. We have another additional service with our cryptocurrency and our DeFi verse. And man, it really mirrors the system that we have in Forex. So, of course, we have the trade ideas that are sent to us, right? We have the on demand classes, we have the live education. But the difference with crypto is that market never sleeps. So, Forex is going to run between 5 p.m. Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, to 5 p.m. Friday, Eastern Standard Time. For crypto, 24/7, never stops. And so we're getting trade ideas after trade ideas after trade. I like throughout the night, on the weekends, with this cryptocurrency system that people are tapping into. Mr. Guilty, he has this DeFi verse and he's placing these trades. He's making some profits. He's also encouraged some lessons, but we're learning the education. Imagine, everybody is talking about Bitcoin and how it's in this bull run. And we actually get to go back and look at what the last bull run did and compare the charts, doing the chart analysis, not just in the technicals, but also the psychology of it and how people uh, fear of missing out, how they hop into the market. And that's a lot of times why people feel like that things are a scam, is because they hop in because of the hype and they don't know why they're doing it. And then when the market goes the other way, they're like, oh, I knew it was a scam. No, you just got in emotionally, right? And so we're being taught when to get in the market. And it's not timing the market, it's time in. So we're learning to dollar cost average with the different, not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, but the different altcoins that are underlying, that are backing up and they're being affected by the ups and downs of the Bitcoin, right? I was in a class and a altcoin came out and I invested just $10 in that. And now that $10 went to over $400 now. And I had even forgot about it. Can you imagine that $10? Remember I talked about, we're gonna show you how to make money, invest money, and multiply your money. $10 and flipping it and multiplying it to over 400. What? Now in the same token, I can invest 15, it can go south, but I'm gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it, right? That's what we're learning how to do here. So it's so much to this DeFi virus. It's an additional $69, but man, I'm just scratching the surface of what I'm learning. Like I'm just getting started. I haven't even really dove into all of what it has to offer, but guess what? I plan on it. You just wait and see. As time goes on, anything that's here, Mr. Gizzy talks about maximizing it. How many things do you have on your devices that you have on your smartphone, your smart TV that you don't even know how to tap into? You're not even fully utilizing these devices at their maximum capacity, right? I don't want to do that anymore. This right, especially in this financial space, especially with this investment lifestyle, anything that we have here, I want to maximize it, but not just for me. And it's not to say that I did it. I want to maximize it. So now with Miss Chanel, with Miss Lynette, with whoever else that is on the line, our partners, I can say, look, this is how you operate in this space. So like Miss Curl with the stock options, we have a boot camp that's coming up. She just took time with our tribe to make sure everybody was set up. We had a meeting, I think it was Sunday night, to make sure everybody was set up with the Charles Schwab, with the Thinkorswim, so that when this boot camp starts, we ready to go. Can you imagine learning how to trade these stock options in just 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days? Can you imagine? That's what we were preparing for on the 15th. So if that interests you, you get in, you have full access to that. So it's not just learning them information to say I did it. It's learning the information so now I can take what I have and I can impart it. Remember, we're empowering other people. It's not just about me having the power. It's nothing, but it's when I can have and pass that power on to somebody else so now that their lives are impacted for the better. And that's why we share this as a business opportunity. That's why we're on the line tonight, because we know we're standing on business, that we are the solution. We're the solution for mind, body, spirit, and living legacy. All aspects of who you are as a being on top of your finances, right? So you can come in here and you can say, what is it that I need? What is it that I want to make? And we're not looking at people as profits. We're looking at people to impact them. How many people do I want to make an impact personally? Okay, if I go in and I make an impact on 75 people on each side, that's an additional $3,000 for my household because I went out and I chose to share somebody else this information on how they can tap into freedom for themselves. What? Does that sound like, how does it even sound like a scam? Look at what we think. Oh, somebody gonna make money off of me. No, you gonna make money off of them because they sharing with you. They could have kept it to themselves. I'm helping you. That's not hurting anybody. We just gotta unlearn and relearn the things of what we know to do and how we operate. And that's why, again, I said mind, body, spirit, living legacy, because how you think as a person thinks in their heart and their mind, so are they, or so do they become. Your thoughts have gotten you to where you are in life right now. So that's why we're continually being stretched in our thinking, so we can continue being stretched in our lives and reach the new levels that we aspire to reach. Who wants to stay the same? Because you're either moving forward or you're going backwards. But we have an April affirmations and achievements, and people are knocking this thing out. They're making money in the charts, they're making money in Forex, they're making money in crypto with stock options. They also making money with sharing this business, y'all. And this one, man, I can get emotional. This one right here is so personal for me, because although she's my senior in age, she is coachable. She allows me to speak into her life, not just in this business. And to see her come in here and profit because of the work that she does behind the scenes, even when she was fighting through health challenges. She's telling me, my bad, I fell asleep. I said, you know what, yo, being productive right now is getting some rest so you can heal. But she's still waking up and being able to plug and play on the charts, waking up and seeing the organization that she has grow. Because when you tap into a true business system, you don't have to be fully present for every dollar that's earned. That's the difference between self-employed and plugging into a system. Miss Diane, I would like for you to come onto the line and just tell how does this feel and what was this like in this process? Congratulations, lady, on hitting Influencer 500. I'm so proud of you. I'm so ecstatic. Like, this is everything for me. It's one thing for me to excel, but it's a whole nother thing for somebody else to do that with me.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Lee, for stretching me to be on this platform with you, and stretching me in life. So the main thing that I get from hitting Influencer 500 is that I could never have done it alone. I never could have done it without my leadership. Coach Lee, um, she has a way of challenging me, and it's working. I mean, like she says, if you're coachable, um, etc., you can really do well in this system. Now, this I have to tell you is the first time I've ever had any rank in any of the businesses, and I've been in a lot of them, relatively speaking, several. Um, this is the first time that I've ever had any kind of rank at all, and I owe it all to the leadership here. Um, the books that Mr. Guilty has us reading, the mindset training, it's essential. It's what how I got to this, because as long as I'm thinking on a higher level, and I will continue to elevate the level. It's a journey, and that's all I can say is thank you, thank you, Coach Lee, and thank you, Mr. Guilty, and all the support of all the other people. I appreciate this system, and I don't even know why I'm on here, but it seemed like I didn't do anything. But hey, I got some residual income now, so I'm excited about that part.
What you did, Miss
Back
Diane,
to you,
I appreciate that. I remember just last
ma'am.
week, I appreciate you. You said, I feel like I didn't do anything, but I remember, was it last Sunday? And, after we had that meeting with all of Elite Strike Force, and we were just talking about everybody just focusing on, one by Sunday, right? And the different things to do. And you went to work. I said, who can you talk to? Who can you? And you got me on the line with your granddaughter, even all the tumultuous circumstances that was surrounding you, even taking that step. That was even out of your comfort zone, but you got me on the line with your granddaughter. We had a conversation with her, and then you were up, ma'am. We were up at 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday night, signing up your granddaughter. So you were that coachable, that you was still fighting, you was in the trenches, and you were doing your part to make it happen. And so there's those little things where you're saying, I didn't even do anything. And that's the slight edge, just the things that are easy to do, but also easy not to do. If you decided not to do that, you might not have been right here where you are. But because you pushed through and you found a way, you were looking for the solution, we collaborated on it, it opened up so much more for you. And so I appreciate you, lady. And it's just a starting point. We on to the next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I am going to bring Miss Chanel back to the line because Miss Diane had Influencer 5, Miss Chanel had Influencer 900. Miss Chanel, I don't know, because she might not have known I was gonna bring her back up. What was this
Yes,
process?
ma'am.
What was this process like for you, Miss Chanel, and how does it feel to see that money hit CoinZone, to know that it's real when you hit these different ranks?
So, so the experience, first and foremost, congratulations, Miss Diane. But hats off and thank you to Mr. Guilty and of course you. Okay. This process for me, it was real exciting. But at some points it got stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I started to get in my feelings a little bit. But it was just working on me a little bit. And so it just so happened to, because I talked to so many people and I was just nah. And so you called and you was just like, are you stressing? I was like, just a little bit, just a little bit. She was like, no ma'am, no ma'am. I want you to go ahead and thank your creator and know it's already done. I said, okay. That was real calming, okay? That was just real calming, a real calming spirit that I needed. And I promise you, it was just like on point. Cut in, Mr. Guilty chimed in. And when Mr. Guilty chimed in, now listen, if y'all know me, I don't listen to anybody. And I'm a talker. And anybody just can't make me shut up and close these lips. But when Mr. Guilty called, Mr. Guilty said, Chanel, do you have belief or you a believer? Immediately I shut these lips. Mr. Guilty said, I need for you to not just have belief, but to believe. Okay? Thank your creator. But thank your creator for your position, the people that you're going to be connected to, the people that you're going to come across that's going to be connected to you, the phone calls that you need, and know that it's already done. Thank him that it's already done. I need you to get into space. Take that time for yourself. Just do it. Don't ask no questions. Just do it. And I did just that. Okay, I shut on up. I got the line with coach and everything. And I took that time and I did exactly what he asked me to do. He didn't tell me to do nothing. He asked me to get in a space by myself. And I just so happened to pull up to my mama's house with all them children. It's 9 of them in the house just waiting on me. Just waiting on me to come up in there. Mama told us, come get each children. But I had to take that time. And I'm so grateful that I did, because after I did take that time, I would say a couple minutes, about 20 to 30 minutes later, the person in the call that I needed called. And the rest was history as far as how it hit for me. And so I said all that to say is that Mr. Good to be knowing. I so thank you, Mr. Guilty, for everything that you do for me, this team. When you call, I'm gonna shut up every time. I'm gonna shut up every time. And I'm listening to whatever it is you have for me to do. Because if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for your guidance, if it wasn't for your leadership, if it wasn't for coach, if it wasn't for her guidance, her leadership, her push, right? I wouldn't be in this position. I wouldn't have hit Influencer 900. So thank y'all. Not just y'all, but the tribe too, because this was a collective effort. Sister Girl ain't do this thing by herself. The team, the tribe, we went to work, okay? But because I did my portion and I have the bomb leadership, the best of the best, one of a kind, yeah, it was unbelievable.
Thank you, Miss Chanel, for being on the line, and congratulations, ma'am. And yeah, we still running. We stopped for
Yes, ma'am. I know.
but we still going. We still running. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on this line with me. And that's what we do, y'all. This is on all aspects in the trading. And look, I rock with Mr. Guilty because in any project that I've been with him, all of these from the very whereas the very beginning, my beginning stage is over here. And I've hit leadership, multiple ranks with this gentleman. Over here in this top, that was my very first leadership up in the up left-hand corner. And what it took me to do in 8 months, y'all, I was able to collapse timeframes and do it in 30 days after working with him. And so we're not guessing at this in any aspect of it. The trading, sharing this opportunity, we have systems set in place for you to grow, for you to be your best self. That's what these subgroups that we have represent. The leading ladies lifestyle, the CEO moms, a few good men, the L3 living legacy ladies. That's what Miss Diane represents, right? Miss Lynette is the leading lady. Miss Chanel is the CEO mom. We have the men in the tribe they're coming together, the camaraderie and how they're building up on Sundays. I love seeing it. But you have a space where you can just be you and you're celebrated in that, but you're still going to be pulled on to continue to grow and be your best self, right? And so we have these communities, these Facebook communities that people can come into and they can be built up. And so we have that system, but then they also learn about what we do here with financial awareness and the solutions and the actions that we have. So imagine them getting themselves and then knowing that I can build up my finances as well. So we have those groups to help feed what we're doing here. So you may be thinking, yo, I don't know how to do this. We do. This partner, we know how to do this, right? You just bring your gifts and talents, and we're going to partner with our experience. We're going to create explosion. We're going to make something happen. We're going to make something work for you. You're not by yourself. This is us tapping into the mindset training, traveling the world together. We're going to Dubai. We're going to Mexico. It's when I went to New York. See, right there with Miss Chanel, with Miss Pearl, Mr. Jason, who's on there, Miss Lynette, Miss Debbie, Miss Evora. We was all there for a boom session. We'll meet in person, or whoever's there in your city, to make sure that you're getting it, right? We make it happen. And y'all, by the way, when we travel, it's a write-off because we're doing it. This is a business. And if you don't want to run it as a business, you can still share it. And you can have a scholarship program of 3 and free. However it is you want to customize your investment lifestyle, you can do that. We're going to show you how to make, invest, multiply your money. You say how much you want to make a month. Is it 1,000? Is it 5,000? But it's going to take you showing up and doing the work, being coachable like these ladies were to get it done. Imagine going and traveling with your family, but now you're writing it off on your taxes because you have a business. And while you're on the beaches of the world, you're making money from your charts that's paying for the travel that you just did that you're getting a write-off on. And now you're focusing on you because your health is your wealth. This all encompasses the investment lifestyle. And so guess what, y'all? All of what we showed you is just $149. $149 to get everything that we just talked about. And then $99 every 4 weeks. And some people wonder, like, what's up with the $99? Well, let me tell you, because most people don't have the capital on hand, instead of taking that 99 and multiplying it by 12, right? And having you, what would that be, like $1,200 on top of that 150? People don't have that capital to put it down all at once. So you get to make an initial investment of $149 and then break that payment out, $99, right? It's your continuing education. You want to operate as a business, get your business license, right? $29. Now, could you imagine, instead of going to the university like I did, possibly getting in debt to get this business skill, or do you want to invest $29 and then $15 every 4 weeks to operate a business, y'all? $114 a month, $149 investment. Miss Chanel just talked about what she made. Miss Annette just talked about what you made. I told you what I did from the crypto off of $10, which covers all of that. That's the investment lifestyle. And if you want to tap into the DeFi-verse by itself, you don't have to get this pack up here that includes all of what we just talked about. You can just invest in the DeFi-verse and the crypto for $149. If you want that and then the DeFi-verse, it's $69 extra. Yeah, so I told you from the beginning, we had a solution. We are the solution. You can experience your life elevated by creating your own economy. You don't ever feel like you're ready. Life is always going to be happening. It's always going to be like, okay, well, let me just get the kid's birthday out of the way. Okay, well, let me get, Easter. Okay, that's gone and passed. Okay, well, let me get Mother's Day. Okay, it's always going to be something. You're going to have to just start. You ever heard the saying, make the decision and then make your decision the right decision? That's what we're saying. And we're going to tell you, welcome to our tribe. Welcome to Economy. Welcome to your life elevated. Thank you, Ms. Lynette. Thank you, Ms. Chanel. Thank you, Ms. Diane. And of course, thank you, Mr. Guilty, Sir G3, for who you are, for all you do to make me a better person day after day after day, and everything that you do to pour into everybody in this tribe as allowed, to the business partners, to the guests. Have that conversation. We don't want you to be running like Forrest. We want you to reach out to the person who got you on here, who thought enough about you to put you in front of this information so that your life can be impacted and you be a part of those 1 million families. Welcome, y'all. I am CEO Mom Coach Lee. It has been my pleasure. It's my honor to walk in my assignment and my purpose every single Tuesday that the Creator gave to me. And hopefully that you are a part of that plan. So next time, y'all, forever boom.